Good morning, sunshines. How are we doing? Welcome to my home. You guys, we're here. There's plenty of toys, trampolines, forts, cars, balls around. So don't judge me. This is where I live. As you guys jump on, welcome to anybody who's jumping on for the first time. Let me know it's your first time. If it's a rewatch, say if it's a rewatch. For all of my regulars, you guys know exactly what you're doing. So you are the leaders. Good morning, Brooke. How are you doing? Thank you for joining. As you jump on, we love to share and interact. So share Good Morning Sunshine in the actual comment bar if you're not driving, because if you're driving and Facebooking, that's weird anyways, right? Good morning, Stephanie. How are you? Good morning, Miss Jennifer. And then share with me something you're grateful for today. So hashtag GMS or Good Morning Sunshine. Good morning, beautiful Christine. I am so jacked up for you. So just feel my energy for a second, guys. Well, not guys too, but Christine, okay? Antonia, good morning, how are you? And what are you grateful for today? I'm grateful for my new concoctions I started to make. I've never used the drink enhancers in any of my drinks that I've made. And you guys know this is what I do, right? I finally, after a year, was like, okay, I'll jump on board, I'll grab some of the stuff, and they're so freaking good. So I'm having fun learning how to layer different drinks. This was more beautiful before I shook it up, but guys, now it's about drinking it, not making it beautiful. I already took my picture. Duh. Good morning, Lauren. Good morning, Eric. What are you guys grateful for today? Share with me. I'm grateful for this because that's my collagen, so it's making my skin smoother and my hair grow and my nails grow and my skin tighter, and it's got my fiber in it so that I poop well. So those are all the reasons. Kinsey, I love you. Have a great practice. Good morning, Sarah. I miss you. How are you? All right. So thankful, gratitudes, what are you thankful for? Then we move on to our savers. We're practicing silence, affirmation, visualization, exercise, reading, and scribing on a regular basis if you dare to make your life better. If you're trying to go from here to there in your world, which is everything that today is going to be about. So excited for that. And if you're excited about that, stay with me this entire time, right? But what is your reading for right now? On Fridays, we focus on our reading and our scribing. Do you have any tips or books that are your favorite? Our book club is doing Girls Stop Apologizing. Anybody have any feedback from that? Good morning, Michelle. How are you? So what are you reading, or what's one of your favorite books? And then read each other's comments so you guys can interact. Good morning, Missy. I am grateful for you. So you guys can interact with one another and learn and grow from one another, because this isn't just about me sitting here gabbing by myself in my kids' playroom. This is about all of you guys building relationships and getting to know one another, and also taking advice from each other. So there we have it. Good morning, Ashley. Okay, to be or not to be. Good morning, Sunshine Jennifer. How are you? That's the question. And I know it's so funny. Of course, you guys have been doing this for years now, so there's going to be some different repeat things, but I am quite certain that I had this exact title for a previous video. I just don't have them all organized. Hey, does anybody know where to how should I organize Good Morning Sunshines? If you have suggestions, you should tell me that, because I tried posting everything on YouTube, but then I wasn't sure about the value of that. Do you put them into a podcast? Do you number them? Do you list them? Or are they just on Facebook? Anyways, that was a side note. Okay. Back to the subject, to be or not to be. That's the question. And this came up for me as I was driving yesterday. So here's where I'm at. And, I know you guys know, take two. Just kidding. It's a live video. You can't take two. You guys know that I do a plethora of different things, right? So I do the health coaching. I do the mental coaching. I do work with coaches. I help, whatever, all this different stuff. So in one of those different things, in our I am journey, we have these different phases. And the first phase is about gathering tools for you to just being able to just to be able to cope and thrive with life. Like when there's bad things that happen, you can handle it. And when life's good, you can even thrive more. The second phase is all about clearing space and starting to discover what you truly want in your world, discover what your there is, right? But the third phase I'm so freaking jacked for is all about traveling to your there and accomplishing your utmost goals and dreams. So I've been practicing all of the different things for phase 3 because my partner and I go through, and as we develop, we practice so we can fine tune, and we can continue to fine tune as we're building this so that our women can get the best results possible. So I've been looking at and really deciding and seeing how to create my utmost beautiful there I could possibly create, right? So yesterday I'm driving to the library because I'm trying to find a workspace because it's better for me to be outside of the house when my nanny and house manager's here, because then she can just be with the kids. I am super all over the board today. You guys are welcome. So hopefully you're following me. So I'm going to the library. Who cares why I'm going to the library? And it's shut, by the way. Don't worry, I found another place. Okay, and I'm listening to some different personal development about creating and attracting and fulfilling your every dream, right? And it just hit me a little bit differently, the way that this woman was speaking about Shakespeare's quote, "To be or not to be," right? And we got to dive into that in just but a couple of sentences. So I'm going to instill a couple just ideas into you guys today, or at least share these ideas so that you can decide whether or not you want to grasp onto this concept. Because if you do believe what I say is true, and if you can possibly imagine that that could be for you, it could be life transforming. Right? I love when you guys do the random like hearts and thumbs up. It makes my heart so happy. And it's like delayed, so I'm not sure what it was for. So I'm like, yes! So just anytime you want to throw me off and also make me smile, that would be fantastic. Okay, so to be or not to be. Here is like the overview of what Good Morning Sunshine is meant for and what we do, right? We talk about our life in our here, in our now, in our current moment, in our current state. And then we discuss different ways and tools of how to become our best, live our happiest life, achieve the most, build successful relationships, have successful relationships with ourselves, right? And step into our own personal greatness, which is our there. So we talk about going from here to there on a continuous basis and tools to get there. And in the quote, "To be or not to be," what Shakespeare is coming around to is that while we're here in our now, while we're in this moment, you guys, where you're at right now in this moment, if you are, well, first of all, there is a there, right? But there is something meant for you to be. There is a there for you. I want you guys to know that first. There is a there for you. And not just like a mediocre, dismal there, or like a there that's like down. Like, yeah, I'm going downhill. That's where my there is. That's not what was intended for you. There's a there that's incredible, that's out there for you. There's a there that would blow your mind if you even like knew that you could possibly achieve that. There's a level of happiness and success and passion and devotion and just complete joy that's there, that's up here, that's there for you, and it's just sitting there and it's waiting for you. And in Shakespeare's quote, "To be or not to be," it takes us back to the simplicity of the fact that you get to choose whether you want it or you don't. Because whatever you say in your mind, whatever you decide in your brain, every day you wake up and you decide to be or not to be. To be or not to be. Every day. You wake up, and we talk about resets, we talk about second chances, we talk about starting over every minute, which is such a beautiful thing. But you have to acknowledge, in order to really achieve your ultimate be, your ultimate you, right? That is your choice that you're making. So the reason why he says that is the question is because it's the question that's presented to you every day and every moment of your life. You're being presented right this now with the question, do you want to be or do you not, or not? To be or not to be? And your ultimate be, when we're using the word be, okay, so that is, picture that be as your ultimate greatness. And some of us are so scared of our ultimate greatness, right? That's an entirely different conversation. But in gathering the idea that it stems from your mind, that you get to decide in this moment, do you want to be or do you not want to be, right? That is the question. You get the choice. And the most beautiful part about that statement to me is that it's a choice. It's not like are you lucky enough to get to be? That is the question. That's not what it was. Are you one of the chosen few to be or are you not to be? Are you, in the right family and in the right like heritage to get to be, or are you not to be? Do you have the right genetics to be, or are you not to be? That's not the question, you guys. The question is simply to be or not to be, because every single one of you have the ability to become your greatest ultimate self. And I love this because it can help provide you with the inspiration that every day you're making the choice of where you want to end up. Where is your here? Is it to be, or is it not to be? And it's such a, it's hard for me to express this one in words, because if you think about that and you pull that into your heart and you realize in this moment that your greatest life is sitting out there and up there for you right now, and all you have to do is decide to be. That's it. That's it, you guys. When you make the decision, everything else will follow up. You keep watching Good Morning Sunshine. You learn how to take action. You learn how to take goals. You learn about successful habits, right? And all of those different things help you walk through your journey up to your to be. But the second you make the decision, your life will change its course. All of a sudden, if you wake up today and you decide, like, today's my day to be rather than not to be, all of a sudden you're going to start to find that more joyous things happen in your world. That you have more luck showing up in your life, right? That good things start arriving all over the place. That you're offered these impromptu, random, amazing opportunities that instead of seeing as a crisis or as a bad thing or as a scary thing and running away, you actually embrace because you see it and you're like, oh my gosh, to be. Like, my to be just showed up for me again. And I get to show up to my life again instead of sitting back and not being. So my encouragement for you guys today is to acknowledge the fact that you're making a choice to be or not to be. Acknowledge, right, that everybody has the opportunity to be. It's not the chosen few. It's not the special couple, right? It's not the people with the best connections or the best genetics or the best money or living in the right place. Everybody gets to choose to be your greatest, your most ultimate self, and you're making the choice. And I encourage you, just as let me see, wait, I already saw somebody say, yes, Jennifer already said, I choose to be. And that's the commitment today. And you might not be there yet. Maybe you say, I choose to acknowledge that I could be. That could be where you're at, right? Or you might be ready to step into your greatness. I choose to be. And if that's the case, open your eyes to the possibilities that are around you. And maybe we'll start talking about just some of the basics of going back to dreaming and visualizing of what that would be and could be. Because as I'm creating phase 3 of our I Am Journey program, I am so in depth of the creation process myself. And it's just freaking fun, you guys. It's exciting. It's invigorating. Like, you wake up ready to get up, pen to paper, write things down, see what's becoming, and know what you're creating as your to be, and you're there in the world. So it's Friday. I wish I got to show you a baby today, but Quincy's already out playing in the snow and my little guy is still sleeping. So thank you guys so much for joining. I appreciate every single one of you. I love you. Make sure you interact, comment, share a couple of those things of what you're doing, working on, getting to choose to be exactly Shayna. So we'll meet you where you're at. Light and love from my house to your house. We'll see you guys on Monday.